Hello everyone. So in honor of the VMAs last night, I think it's only right to do a video on the music industry currently because it's something I've been thinking about quite a lot. I'm gonna do like a get ready with me as I do this because the music industry has changed. I think we can all agree there is no passion in music anymore. I'm not talking all music. I'm not talking every single artist. I would say artists like Ray, Ariana Grande, Skepta, JME, they still sing or rap or make music with their whole heart and souls in it. I think they still pour their whole heart and souls into that music. But when you look at people like Sabrina Carpenter and her new album, Man's Best Friend, it is just like, where is music going? Where is the direction of the music industry heading? You know what I mean? If this is the kind of music that society is like making popular now, or society loves, like this generation loves that kind of music that Sabrina Carpenter's currently making with Short and Sweet and Man's Best Friend and all of this kind of poppy music. It's all well and good, but it's making music lose the whole kind of magic behind it. Ever since I was a kid, what ignited my passion in music was listening to artists like Amy Winehouse and physically being able to like feel her presence while I hear her voice. You know what? And that was so special about music. It made it magical to listen to. The fact that there's an artist who's not even here, present on earth with us anymore, and I still literally can feel her soul through hearing her voice from her music. Like, we just don't get music like that nowadays anymore. Same with like Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, like amazing artists that sang, rapped, made music with their whole heart and soul. They put everything into that, which is what made it so special. And I think that's what made us really connect with it as like listeners, because we could tell that what they were singing, they really meant it, you know? And I think artists like Sabrina Carpenter, she doesn't mean what she's singing. Like, she means it. Like, it's true. Like, she will agree with what she's saying, but it's not something she is passionate about. She's not singing something that she feels like she needs a voice for. Like, the whole kind of like essence of songwriting that feels so good is the fact, for me at least, is that it gives you a voice. It gives you a voice to connect with people and talk about things that people might not listen to if you were just having a normal conversation, like sat in front of them like this, you know what I mean? Like, people are less likely to listen to that, but then when they're listening to their favourite song or their favourite artist and they start listening to the lyrics and like, you know, it's actually something meaningful they're talking about, then the listeners start connecting with it more, and it starts to like raise more awareness in the world for just like little things. And I think no one's really passionate anymore about what they're singing. They're just trying to find songs to write, basically. They're just trying to find music to make, songs to write, albums to produce, and no one is just making music anymore because they feel like they want to spread a message or connect with people or influence anyone. No one does that anymore, and I think that's why the music in this generation is just, it will never connect with us on the same level as like 90s to early 2000s music kind of did. Like, I think there was a time when people wanted to go for careers that they felt like it was like their life's purpose to do. I feel like people used to do that, but now it's not as much like that. It's more so people choose careers that they think will make them money, and they aren't actually passionate about what they're doing a lot of the time. So we do have famous music artists that are talented, but they don't live and breathe and, you know, just everything to do with music. Wait, I've got dropped bronzer on myself. Anywho, they don't feel like they were destined to make music, and that's what I mean. Like artists like Amy Winehouse, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, I think Skepta, Jamie, you can tell they were made to make music. It's like, it's a part of their blood. It's in their blood. Like, it wouldn't be right if they didn't make music. Ariana Grande, like, it wouldn't be right if she didn't make music. But there's also people that just know they have a good voice, and if they get given like a beat, an instrumental and some lyrics, and they record it, then might have chance of making them some money, and then that's really what only people care about. And then it leaves the sort of underground artists like myself that are trying to make a name for themselves with, like, I don't know, we are the ones with all the passion. We are the ones that want to get our music out there. We're the ones that want to be heard, want to send a message, want to connect with people. But the music that's being, like, popularized is, like, music that's not soulful, music that doesn't have any meaning. And I think that's why we hear so much people complain now, like, music just isn't the same as what it used to be, and like, I don't know, 2000s, 90s R&B, like, that's, no one will ever reach that again and stuff. But I think people can do that again. Like, if we were able to make that good music at one point, then why can't we go back to that? I think we can, but I think it's more so to do with probably just like record labels and like social media people wanting to find the kind of like most shocking, shockworthy or whatever songs, so that they will like grab the most people's attention. People will talk about them, you know, like Sabrina Carpenter with her album going viral. She just wants people to talk about her, which is fine. You know, obviously you need to promote yourself, but the right music isn't being popularized anymore, and it's just being forgotten about. And it's why, like, when you're scrolling on TikTok and you're hearing so much like Sabrina Carpenter, and then you go and, I don't know, you go on a walk and you play some Spotify and you start listening to Amy Winehouse or something, and you get a completely different feel from it. Like, you genuinely can feel her soul through her voice, and you can tell that she's singing with every single like nerve in her body. Like, she is putting her all into that song, and that's what gives us that magic feeling when we listen to music. That's what gives us that inspiring, like, I don't know, like the creativity and the ways, like, it was just so natural for artists like Amy Winehouse, whatever, with their music. Like, even when you hear them play live, there's just something so magical about it, because it's because of like the raw authenticity of it. And that's like what you don't get in these like pop stars today. It doesn't feel authentic when Sabrina Carpenter's running around the stage like, I get wet at the thought of you. That doesn't feel authentic. That just feels like she's just trying to run with the narrative that she, you know, is this sexual girl, because that's what she got like famous for over the short and sweet tour, and she's trying to run with that and keep it going so that That's what she can be famous for. But why would you want to be known as a type of person, or like a stereotype, rather than just be known for your music and for your voice, which is what a real like passionate artist wants, like what they really care about. No one that like loves music so much and has been wanting to do it their whole life, no one that does that cares that much about publicity and getting famous and getting money. You know, like these people, they do it because that's what they love. That's why Ray left her last record label and wouldn't keep making those kind of dancey drum and bass songs, because she knew that's not what her soul wanted to make. You know, she resonated with her jazz and blues music, and that's what she followed and went along with. And now that's why when we hear her songs now, that she's made since she left her record label, there is so much soul and magic in them. And I want to bring that back. I want to bring it back. I want to be able to listen to music on the radio again, or wherever, just hear music playing out loud in the shops. And it's the kind of music that makes you stop while you're shopping. And you're like, whoa, what's that playing? Like, that voice is beautiful. I need that to be a part of my life, you know? Not the kind of music that you go shopping and you just have it on in the background and you don't even pay attention to it, you know? We need the music that connects with people again, like on a different level. And don't get me wrong, I do love like a bit of pop music, like Cat's Eye, like I love those upbeat kind of vibey songs, and like I love rap, I love Cardi B, all of this. But even with Cardi B, like you can tell when she's rapping by the tone in her voice, she's putting everything into that. All of her emotion, all of her feeling, all of her anger, all of everything, she's putting that into that song. And that's what gives it that wow factor that, you know, that everyone's looking for it. I don't think producers look for that anymore. I don't think they look for the passion in the voice, or like the feeling of the voice when they're deciding if like a song is a hit or not. They're like not paying attention to the actual feeling in the voice, which I think music gives us all feeling, isn't it? And that's what music gives us. It makes us feel a certain way. And I think that's what it's all about, the feeling behind it. You know, the instruments will make you feel different ways, and the vocals will make you feel different ways. But when you just stay on that plain, same ground of like, stable ground of like the same pop music, writing about meaningless stuff over and over again, and just like dancing around a stage or whatever, it's fine. But it's just, this is why music is being ruined in this generation. It's why the real soulful, meaningful music is not being shown. Like, people don't hear it. Here's a good example. Celeste. Now, she's an artist that's been around for a while, but she's not that famous. She is kind of famous, but she's not like Sabrina Carpenter level famous. But she has so much emotion and soul in her voice. It's like an energy talking to you. It doesn't even feel like you're listening to a person. It doesn't feel like you're listening to a human's voice. Now, she's got some magic in music. And I really, really, really hope that we can bring that back, because it's always the same people complaining about, oh, 90s, 2000s music is so much better. And then when it comes to, like what songs you decide to make popular, it's always the meaningless ones, and the ones with no soul or emotion in them or feeling in them. So I want to know where the passion's gone. I want to know why producers don't look for emotion and feeling in voices anymore. And I want to know why the wrong artists are being made famous, because I just feel like there are people that wake up and know they were born to make music and connect with people. And then there are some people that just wake up and think, I need to make money today. And that's the difference between us both. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, today is my first day at music college, so I'm really excited. I just got ready. I don't know how I'm feeling about my outfit. I'm wearing my Fred Perry x Amy Winehouse collaboration shirt and just these black joggers. And then my boyfriend got me this bag. I can't wait to wear it. Like, okay. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. And I hope you seriously start considering whether the music you're listening to is made because someone felt like they were called to create it, or whether someone just wants to make some money. Maybe think about that next time you're listening to your playlist or scrolling on TikTok. Bye, guys.